everyone, today I'll be discussing major topics in the book Coach Wooden's Leadership Game Plan for Success and how Wooden's ideologies are applicable to everyday life. This presentation will be broken into 4 sections. Firstly, I'll give you some background information about John Wooden, his early life experiences and important leadership morals he values as being essential for success in all aspects of performance. Secondly, I'll reflect on Coach Wooden's attitudes, values and beliefs that make him a great democratic coach. Lastly, I'll discuss the major take-home messages that I can closely relate to from Wooden's Pyramid of Success and 12 Lessons of Leadership. In today's sporting society, John Wooden is not only perceived as an iconic leader of American basketball, but also as an inspirational personality. John Wooden, born the 24th of October 1910 and passing away in June 2010, was most recognized as the basketball coach of Bruins from University of California, Los Angeles, UCLA. In Coach Wooden's last 12 years as coach, UCLA won 10 NCAA championships. In the 27 years he led the Bruins, they never had a losing season, and the team still remain holders of the 88 consecutive winning games record. Here, he established his own evaluations of leadership and success from events, experiences, and observations of previous sporting mentors, such as Earl Warriner, Glenn Curtis, Ward Piggy Lambert, and more closely his father, Joshua Wooden. Many of Wooden's techniques, philosophies, and admirations strongly relate to the events experienced by individuals of all generations. From Wooden's Pyramid of Success, industriousness, enthusiasm, consideration, and team spirit are just several of the many personal characteristics or building blocks that are heavily portrayed as being essential to achieve success. Wooden's 12 Lessons of Leadership will also be further discussed to underpin take-home messages that can be used in everyday life. Wooden's attitudes, values and beliefs strongly reflect those of an intrinsically motivated leader, who clearly aims to convey these personal characteristics onto his followers. Democratic coaching behaviours employ ideologies of intrinsic motivation, as it aims to positively influence autonomy, competence and relatedness by showing consideration and great team spirit. Wooden achieves this largely by the way he engages his players to interact and feel part of the family. For example, when John discovered that one of his players, Jim Powers, was afraid of flying as a result of a fearful plane experience in World War I, Wooden's solution was to drive the entire team to the scheduled basketball game in New York City. Powers explains, "If you played for John Wooden, you were part of his family." Evidently, John was a big ambassador of kindness, respect, and more importantly, he encouraged individuals around him to treat others the way he would like to be treated. This loyalty and dedication to Wooden's strong values of not leaving anyone behind on the road to success can be made relevant to today's society. It may be as simple as not betraying or deceiving those who have gotten you closer to that ever-desired achievement in the workplace or in life. If nothing else, Coach Wooden was a huge believer that success travels in the company of industriousness, or what most people would consider hard work. He talks about life growing up as a kid, having to begin work early each day to put food on the table and ultimately survive. He states that industriousness is unattainable without enthusiasm. He quotes, "You must love what you do, love your job to achieve your best." What I can take away from this philosophy is not to expect things to be handed to me, to work as hard as I can and study hard enough to get the grades I want and the position I ultimately want to be in later in life. John Wooden emphasized that to him, greatness was not about physical ability or declaring the greatest player or team. His concept of success specifically entailed that personal greatness is measured against one's own potential, not comparing to someone else. This represents that everybody is absolutely equal, and everybody has the opportunity to be the best they can be. If Coach Wooden believed that each member on his team had performed the best they possibly could, he would be satisfied. Starting as early as primary school, individuals are graded and assessed on their abilities to draw, write, spell, count, and colour. From this early age, children are being encouraged to compete against one another to be appreciated and recognised by peers and teachers. Furthermore, as individuals develop into adults, they are graded on appearance, intelligence in the workplace, and are given messages via the media as to how someone must look and dress. If people are always concerned with comparing themselves with someone else or appearing more attractive than other people, they will never really find self-satisfaction or happiness. If there are two important take-home messages I can take away from John Wooden's book, it is to never be afraid to be myself and never compare myself to another individual. Wooden's optimistic view on team cohesion and involving his players in team discussions reinforces his democratic coaching strategies.